The BBC this afternoon has asked a question, and I was rather going to leave this story alone now, but I think the BBC's question is useful. They ask whether Sarah, the Duchess of York, can bounce back from her latest scandal? And the sharper question probably should be not can she, but should she? Yet even that is not easy to answer. Sarah Ferguson has long been the great survivor of the royal world. She projects a vulnerability that makes her likeable, a charm that makes her accessible, and a resilience that has allowed her to climb back after humiliation that would have destroyed others. She has been photographed topless with a lover, filmed offering cash for access, mocked relentlessly by the tabloids. She was called the Duchess of Pork and forced to endure cruel comparisons to Diana. And yet she endured, emerging as a children's author, a charity campaigner, a novelist, and even a symbol of second chances. But this latest revelation is far harder to explain away. An email to Jeffrey Epstein in 2011 in which she calls him a supreme friend, after she had already denounced him as a sex offender. It undermines her own words and credibility. To charities devoted to children's welfare, it's beyond toxic. That explains why long-standing patrons such as Teenage Cancer Trust have dropped her after 35 years of association. The Duchess complained she was under threat, even terrorised by Epstein's menacing calls, and the details of those menacing calls, where he sounds like Hannibal Lecter apparently, are harrowing. But the words, menacing, are hers. And the consequence is grave. The words she wrote in that letter, no matter how menacing the words of Epstein, and we only have her account of this, of course, as I say, but let's imagine. So her account is, as I say, harrowing, but the words she wrote in that letter, in those emails, are words that she wrote. The carefully built reputation of recent years, which saw her welcomed back to Sandringham, praised for her cancer awareness campaigning, embraced back into the family fold after her own cancer scare. All this now looks as if it's crumbling. The Duchess, who once seemed to be inching back into the royal fold, may now once again be pushed out into the cold. But we must also reflect on why she has survived so long. The Duchess of York has something many royals lack: an openness, even a clumsiness, that makes her human. The people who I know who have met her sing her praise. They tell me about such a lovely, courteous, thoughtful lady. She laughs too loudly, she spends too much, she writes too many letters, she is fallible, and the public often forgives fallibility. She is the antithesis of the polished Windsor machine. The problem is that fallibility with money or in private life can be forgiven, but association with Jeffrey Epstein, the most notorious sex offender of modern times, is unforgivable. The oil spill of Epstein's network contaminates all it touches. It destroyed Prince Andrew's public life, and now it may destroy the Duchess's charitable career and her public life. What of the future? She's unlikely to be formally banished, despite the fact that I can't remember which newspaper has said that Prince William wants his father to distance himself from her, wants him to banish her. King Charles is reluctant to cast out family, and William, however stern, will not dictate every private gathering. She will remain at Royal Lodge, hand in hand with Andrew, despite the speculation of the tabloids, their lives intertwined in mutual dependency. Whether she should, again, that's another question. She will write more novels, no doubt, attend family funerals and issue cheerful social media posts, but the world of children's charities, schools and hospitals has closed its doors. So can she bounce back? The answer, I think, is probably. In some limited personal way, probably, because she has this extraordinary resilience to land on her feet. Should she, that is harder. Perhaps the time has come, not for another reinvention, but for a retreat, a quieter role, living privately might suit her better than another exhausting climb up a ladder that will only throw her down again. Fergie's charm has always been her survival instinct, but this time survival may mean not bouncing back, but bowing out. That would be the prudent thing to do, and possibly the graceful thing to do. And, as I say, the people who've met her tell me of her charm, of her grace, and I'm sure this is a thought which is going through her mind. Is it time now to bow out quietly?